Hi everybody, welcome to Old Guy's Garage. Hey everybody, welcome back to Old Guy's Garage. Today we're just going to do a brief video on removing some of the control arm bushings here on this guy. So got them all removed except this last one. We're going to go through it in detail here, and it's kind of a poor man's way to do it. Everybody around town is weeks out and anxiously awaiting to get the front end rebuilt on the 72 Cutlass Thanksgiving week, so I'm trying to get all the parts ready by then. Adding a little here before we get started. I've been doing this for the past few days, I just haven't had time to work on them. It is amazing how these are pressed in. It's like, holy cow. Okay, set this away. So, just gonna wipe it down real quick. Wipe the extra residue. Yeah, I have hit these with a wire wheel and some sanding pads. Getting these as cleaned up as possible before they go in for sandblasting. Here's some of the tools we are using. Got this guy here to heat up the rubber in the bushings, make them soft, melt some of them out. That way you can collapse the bushing on itself. With these guys here, some dead blunt chisels. This is really great. This is a nice drift here to help punch in through the bushings. A screwdriver to help push the inner bushing out. This was particularly helpful with the lower A-arms. And a hammer. Preferably, I think a hammer that was slightly heavier than this one would probably work, but this is all I got. So all of these, of course, I'm going to clean up after I'm done with this. So stay tuned. Alright, so we're going to start here by heating up these rubber bushings. These at least look pretty decent on the other A-arm. One was completely collapsed. It was rubbing on the inside of the outside of the bushing. Get this guy fired up. Just gonna get this guy, catch him on fire. And I'm just gonna let these burn for a while, as long as they're on fire. Let these burn for a while. And no, I don't like playing with fire. It's just, I gotta get these off. I've watched a culmination of videos, and this seemed to be one of the best ways to do it, at least in my predicament. So, having a vise would also be good too. So I'm gonna turn this off. I'm gonna let these burn for a little bit. Whoops. Okay, it's off. There we go. We're going to let these do their thing for a little bit here. There we go. Just burning the rubber here. With some flamage, softening it up. And this was one of the bushings that I removed from the other upper A-arm. You can see, yeah, it's definitely time for a change. Glad that didn't wear through. And just real quick, these are just some of the sleeves from the lower control arms. And basically, same method. This was in there like that. And what I did was just heat it up really, really good. And I used this screwdriver to push it out. And then I was able to use the chisels, collapse the bushing on itself, and then start just hammering it out, and then going around with this around the perimeter. Okay, so I've let these burn for a while. You can see they're just falling apart now. So we're going to start these with the drift tool and these chisels here. And you can also hit them this way. Stand the unit up like this and come down. Just like that. And we're starting to see some separation of the bushing already, so that is good. That's a good thing. And I'm just constantly rotating this thing, going around it. Sometimes you can go around on the outside as well and just start tapping it, hitting the rim of the bushing. Just like that. Alright, it's starting to move. There we go. I'm going to come inside here and hit it. You can stand it like this and hit it. Use the bigger chisel here. More movement. Just keep on rotating it. Almost there. There we go. Out it comes. Just like that. So we're going to move on to the next one. This one's a little different because you can't balance it on the edge here. But we're going to do the same thing. I've seen some guys set these in vices and just hammer them out. So again, if you have a vise, something you can rest this on, that would be great. So I'm just going to just hammer it around the perimeter here. And you can also use a chisel or your drift to start collapsing the bushing. The struggle is real, let me tell you. Struggle is definitely real with this one. Just that there, hitting it like that, you can see the separation beginning to take place. Screwdriver out of the way. And there it goes. A few more swipes of the hammer, and voila, we're just about done. I'm going to take my chisel here, tap it around the perimeter, we're ready to get these finished cleaning up. and have the wifey sandblast them.